was born in Australia. I grew up in Australia, and for the last 12 years I've lived in New York City. And I suppose in New York City, the catalyst to me sort of having a bit of a career, I don't really like to use that word, but you know, having some stuff happen was doing this film Short Bus. And through Short Bus, I got contacted by a management company out of Berlin, and now that they manage me, and so there's been a big push in Europe, you know, so more so than actually in America. You know, Australia is very isolated, and there's always a feeling of being disconnected from the rest of the world and popular culture. So I had this craving, you know, to kind of go to a bigger and badder and more interesting place, and I chose New York. And stayed there. What I write, what inspires me, is more about kind of like sort of personal interaction. So it's not really environmental, you know? It just happens that like, well, not even true. Like some of the experiences happened in New York and some happened in Europe, and like, so I feel like New York doesn't play a huge role in what I write about or what songs I write. But having said that, I do have a really tight-knit musical community that help me make albums. I think it's sort of like thematically it's very similar and still sort of in the same vein of the first album. It's just, I feel like it's a bit more mature. I feel like arrangement-wise it's a bit bolder, it's a little larger. We still don't use drums, it's still very intimate. But in comparison to the first one, it feels a bit fleshier. You know, a lot more strings, a lot more horns. And I think generally it has a bit more energy, you know? I didn't consciously look for film work, it just came my way. And maybe because like what I do is a bit cinematic or something, but it was never sort of like, I never really looked for it. But I would totally do it if it came my way again, but I'm not looking for it, yeah. I've got lots of things that I want to do. Whether I'll be able to or not is another question. I suppose one of my dreams is coming true, and that we're playing at the Montreux Jazz Festival on the 15th of July. Really, really happy about that, opening for Anthony and the Johnsons. So that's a bit of a dream come true. I don't know. I really admire Anthony, but I also think like a whole bunch of people have already sort of done stuff with him, and he's so in demand and so high profile. I think, you know, it's such an obvious sort of theme because I suppose the press always compare me to him, and so maybe I'll shy away from that a little bit, but there's other people I want to work with. See, that's the thing. ukulele is very diverse. People just, you know, have this notion that it's like, you know, for a particular type of music. But there's certainly been some songs that I utilize it like it's a harp almost, you know. And I started playing it because of the movie Short Bus, and I had written this song for the film, and I wanted it to have a little bit more of a light-hearted feeling. I'd written it on guitar. And so one of the cast members played ukulele, and I got her to teach me how to do it. And then so I just kept playing it, and then one thing led to the other. You know, I had an accident, and my hand kind of doesn't work as well as it used to, and playing ukulele is a lot easier for me. Yeah, because I'm kind of down one finger now.
Really?
Yes, it's still there, but it doesn't work.
Happy songs, they've worked for some, if I'm not wrong.
You know, I had to have surgery on it, and the surgery kind of didn't work, and then it was this whole sort of thing. It's no drama. It didn't really change anything in my life. It just cost me a lot of money, and but you know, now ukulele's sort of become, I suppose, one of my main instruments.
True, I love you.